channel. Today we're doing Halloween look numero dos. We are gonna be doing Wednesday Addams. As you can see, I have my little collared shirt ready to go. I'm very excited for this. I got a wig cap, so that's the first thing I'm gonna start with. I've never actually worn a wig cap before, so. Okay, so it looks like this. It's like a little socky thing. And I'm just gonna, I got a big head, so. Tuck all my hair up in it. Oh my God, wow. That's not all. Oh my God, is there two? Yeah, there's two, wow. I'm stupid, well. Let's check out this wig because I just got it. Wow, this is so ugly. God, is this what I looked like when I was born? This is so ugly. Anyway, aside from me being ugly, let's try this wig on and see how it goes. Yeah, I'm not gonna wash it. I'm not a wig person. I don't wear wigs on the reg, so I'm not gonna be doing any of that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Now, this wig has bangs, so, sorry in advance for that. Wow, okay. Why do I look like I should have been in the Beatles? I don't know what's going on. Obviously, Wednesday did not have bangs, and obviously she didn't have a wig cap either. So I think I'm gonna tuck these on up in there. Parted like the seas, baby, parted like the seas. All right, so now we have this long, luscious wig. Let's braid it. So Wednesday has two really basic braids, and I just realized I don't have any hair bands in here, so that's fabulous. All right, we got one braid. I just forgot what it felt like to have long hair, wow. Okay, cool. Now we gotta tuck up these bangs. So now that we've got this going on, we have our braids, our hair is laid and set. We can actually start the makeup. So I'm gonna just take the CYO Life Proof Foundation. The makeup is really, really easy. It's really more the costume with this one. I'm just gonna take my little Jaclyn Hill foundation brush. This is the JH03. You can prime your face if you want to. You obviously don't have to do that. Wednesday's really, really light and pale. So I'm gonna put a little bit of white concealer from Morphe on top and just kind of mix it in with my foundation, because I want to be extra pale. We're looking pretty ghostly. Oh my God, did I literally just get it in the wig? I just got it in the wig. No, we're not. Actually, what I'm gonna do is take off the wig for this part, and then we'll just put it back on. A little more foundation. We're gonna do a little more foundation on the forehead now that we have our wig off and we're not dealing with all that. I don't know why I decided to put the wig on first, but you know what? I'm glad I got it braided. And I'm gonna add my white, just kind of all over, because we want to be nice and pale. Wednesday's just a pale ass bitch. The white concealer is not like super opaque. It's not like freaking clown white paint or anything like that, but it's gonna just lighten me a little. So she's got some pretty full brows. I do not have full brows at all. Wednesday has some pretty full dark brows, as you can see there. I'm gonna take the Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Dark Brown. I'm gonna brush through them, just brush them up, because she does have a little bit of a messy brow, especially in the front. She's got that like very, like, not witchy, but like kind of witchy look. So I'm gonna define the bottom of my brows with the dark brown, just so I have a shape. And then I'm just gonna push that product up through the rest of my brow. I don't wanna add any additional product. And I really don't want to define the top or the tail too much. I'll define the tail a little because I really don't have much of a tail. I don't want this to be like too crazy precise of a brow. I still want it to remain very fluffy in the front. And I'm actually gonna take the brush and flick upwards like this so I get that bushiness in the front of the brow. And then I'm just gonna push all of those hairs up. And that's how I want my Wednesday brow. This is really not a hard makeup tutorial, especially if you're somebody who really like does basic makeup on yourself every day. It's not a hard look to achieve at all. I'm gonna take some clear brow gel and just set them in place so they're not going anywhere. I don't want to carve out underneath my brows at all because Wednesday is a little girl and little girls don't have carved out brows, but she definitely has very defined dark brows. So I want to make sure that we keep those like that. So I'm gonna take some translucent powder and set my face with a puff. So I'm gonna do that with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. I'm gonna set my face with this. And as you can see, I did not do any concealer. That is on purpose. It's because Wednesday has some pretty dark under eyes, and I wanna keep my under eyes looking natural and dark. Now that we have a little bit of powder on, the base is set. I'm looking very pale. Wednesday doesn't really have anything on her lips, really ever, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Yeah, she doesn't really have much color to her lips. I might put a tiny bit of something on a little bit, but she has like just her natural lip color, which is cool with me. But as you can see, she has very, very dark eyes. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe 3502 palette, but we've got a lot of like oranges and stuff in here and darker colors. So I'm gonna play with those rusty-ish tones. First though, to finish off the face, I'm gonna sculpt a little bit with the Park Ave Princess palette from Tarte. It has a really good, like very cool tone shade in here called Princess Cut. And I'm gonna use that on just a little contour brush. So I'm gonna sculpt out the face because she does have a pretty defined features, I would say. So I'm just gonna sculpt out the cheeks a little bit. I don't want it to look like I'm wearing a ton of makeup because she, again, is a little girl. And I just wanna kind of define the features. We don't really have to worry too much about the forehead. And we're not trying to bronze here, we're just trying to sculpt. So I'm just sculpting where the face naturally shadows. I'm gonna snatch this jawline. And I am gonna kind of bring this down a little just to make myself look a little more hollow, a little creepier. Then I'm going to define the nose a little, just with the same brush. Don't need to complicate it. And I kind of bring it up to the brow. So yes, we're looking pretty dead right now. For the eyes, I'm obviously not gonna add a new blush or highlight or anything like that because we just wanna look hollowed out and kind of deadish, a little dead. So I'm going to take just a rustier brown, probably like this one right here. Take that in my crease. I want this to be messy, so I'm not really priming too much, but her eyes just look kind of red. So I don't want this to look like I have my eyeshadow done, if you know what I'm saying. I just want it to look like basically that I'm a tired little girl. And I bring this down pretty far, especially right in here where I want extra shadowing. And honestly, that's looking way more yellow on camera than I anticipated. So I'm gonna dip back into this Princess Cut color right here. And I'm just gonna add that to kind of cool it down. Yeah, that helped a little. I do want to add a little bit of a deeper color, just a hint of like a more chocolatey brown. So probably one of these cooler browns down here. And I'm just gonna take it on a smaller brush. Just a smaller brush, and I'm gonna take one of those cooler browns and just like kind of shadow out the eye more, like it was just lurking. I want it to be extra dark right in that interim right there, right in like the crease of the eye. I'm gonna add it. When this inner corner is darker, it makes you look like very much more hollowed out, more sickly almost. And I don't necessarily want to look sickly, but I want to look a little bit ghostly. Normally we brighten up the inner corner to make us look more awake. We want to look a little sleepier today. And it does not have to be perfect. Like I said, I actually prefer it imperfect, unblended. I may add just a touch of that like really chocolatey brown right here just to define a little more. And then I'll blend it out, not chocolatey, that really ashy brown that we just added under the eye. I'm just adding it right in my contours. Just to define my cheeks a little more. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit on the nose. I'm gonna add a little bit right here too, right in the smile lines. That's pretty much it for the makeup. She doesn't really have much on her lashes. I'm gonna throw on just a touch of mascara. This is just the Essence Lash Princess. I still want it to look fairly natural. Like, I'm not gonna throw on a glam ass lash right now. I'm liking how this looks. So this is it for the makeup. The makeup's really easy. So you just have to put your little wiggy cap on, which again, I have not mastered because I'm not a wig person. I don't do wigs, really. Wow, I'm looking creepy now. God, I look more like freaking Uncle Fester than I do Wednesday right now. But that'll be fixed in a moment. And we're gonna look very much more Wednesday with the wig on. You really just have to kind of play with it until you get it to look how you want. And then, like I said, I'm gonna part the bangs because she has a very kind of split right in the middle kind of thing going on. So I'm just gonna take my bobby pin and hide it in there. All right, and this is the finished Wednesday Addams. No, it's not. Oh my God, I never even buttoned this shit. This is the finished Wednesday Addams look. I fixed this, fixed my hair, and I'm kind of living for it, honestly. It was a struggle to get there at some points, but here we are. We are here and we are Wednesday, and I'm kind of living for it. So if you liked this tutorial, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you're gonna be for Halloween. Thank you for tuning in to day 2 of Halloween Horror Week. I'm so excited for the rest. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.